One, two, one, two, three. I've been missing you all night long. I've been missing you, baby, all night long. And if you don't come back real soon, I think I might be gone. I've been missing you, darling, all night long. I've been missing you all night long. And if you don't come back real soon, I think I might be gone.
Live from Brielle, New Jersey. Thanks, Peter. Thanks for coming on the Hoomagoo.
My pleasure, my friend. How you been?
Great, buddy. Great. Peter, man. Peter V and the Blues Train, one of the great supporters early on in the Hoomagoo show. And we need to get some love and blues out here, some Carmen this weekend. And I figured let's give Peter a jingle and see if we can chat a little bit and see how the Blues Train is rolling. He's got a brand new single. You just heard it, All Night Long. And again, God bless. Thanks for coming on the show, my friend.
Hey, my pleasure. Anything we can do on this end to make things more jovial.
Exactly.
Music certainly does that, you know. Heals the
Yeah, I'm in
soul.
the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. You're in the Jersey. We've always talked about sports and all that good karma stuff. And again,
Yeah.
tell me how your world is going with the blues train and what's happening today.
Yeah. So I'm somewhat evolving musically. I'm bringing the blues train to an end, and I'm just going to focus on being Peter Veteska, which is what Peter V represents. And, in the last 6 years, I'm in the process of releasing my fifth CD momentarily within the next few weeks, hopefully. And that will wrap it up for the Peter V Blues Train. And what I've discovered is, musical is a creative process. And as you evolve, things do come to an end and you find new beginnings and you start working with different people. And this is in no way to take away from the great job all the musicians that played on my previous CDs, on our previous CDs, I should say, which were band members Alex Diagnos, Sean Gravy Gravison, Aaron Lewis Gornish on keys. And then we always had special guests on, like Jeff Levine, Danny Walsh, and other people. So, but that's still continuing. Like most of these people have been involved in a new project. But in this current CD, the fifth CD, we changed bass players. We have our bass players, Kumo G, who's played with us and recorded with us on some of the other stuff as well. And he's a friend of the band as well, and a great guy, and very spiritual cat, too. And also Jeff Levine is all over this CD. He's a terrific, legendary B3 player, played with, numerous legendary bands, starting with the Chamber Brothers, Joe Cocker. He ran Joe Cocker's band for a while, and a whole other host of cats. So.
And I would think one of the things that happens, you evolve, branch off. It's not say a marriage, but the karma that comes with the band, to change it up a little bit. And everybody it's pretty hard to make everybody's schedule go, I would think, nowadays.
Yeah. Yes, it is. And what happened for me is, personally, I moved out to a PA in Bucks County, PA. Mm-hmm. And, I still have roots in New Jersey and New York, which is where I emanate from. But when I moved to PA, I started discovering new things through jams and musicians. And so one of the musicians I discovered was Mikey Jr. He's a terrific harp player, really, really good. And he's a great singer, too. And he's on two of the tracks, one of them which you just played, All Night Long. And he co-vocaled on it as well. And some other guy found in Delaware, a couple of guys, and guy Roger Girk, I think he's going to be performing on the last song of our final track of the album, which we're still going to record within the next week or two, and then wrap the CD up. And the name of the CD is going to be called The Grass Ain't Greener on the Other Side, so which I think people can relate to.
Yeah, and bringing in, you said the harp. I would imagine bringing the different, talents of your friends. It creates that opening that maybe that I'm not blessed to be able to do what you do, but I have friends that branch out. They go different creative ways, and then it creates a whole nother life, should I say, and karma 5-6 years later. Yeah,
it opens up new avenues. What I was doing previously with the other CDs, especially the second, third, and fourth, was I was kind of pushing the envelope. I was infusing some jazz, some funk, and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think on this CD, I went a little more pure blues. I went simplified, but there's still blues are very deep, soulful. It's all feel and all that. And so I took away some of the technical virtuosity out of it, with some of the other stuff we were doing, and simplifying it a bit, and staying more true to the art form, which is a great art form, the blues. And I think the blues will always be here. I think you got new guys coming out like Kingfish Ingram, a young guy who could bring and the younger audience into blues, which is what we need because a lot of the audience is elderly. And he's a terrific guitarist and also a terrific singer. So, and very creative. And he's creating a big splash nationally and maybe internationally as well. So.
Oh, and I discovered through, blessing doing my show through time, Betsy Brown and a lot of the tunes from the blues, is you guys are just rocking. I mean, and there's so many different flavors of it. It should be promoted more. It should be, I guess I'm trying my best on my little show, but you're saying a lot of that is, like the train. You guys sound like the blues train. I mean, literally, it's chugging down. it literally fits your jam. It fits that sound.
Yeah.
I've always thought that.
It's funny. I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday, and she said, "How did you come up with the name Blues Train?" And I tried to explain to her that in the beginning, like the way I was approaching it musically, it had a sound. Like a lot of our songs have an aggressive sound, like a train's coming down the tracks, and a driving sound and all that stuff. So I thought that would be an appropriate name, Blues Train. But I didn't want to just have a Blues Train because it's too generic. So I added Peter V.
Yeah.
And then as time rolled on, I was trying to get away from Peter V. Blues Train as a name, but it did have some brand recognition, so I stuck with it. But I think at this point, I'm just going to move on and just call it Peter Veteska in whatever I do in the future. So.
Speaking of that, bro, let's get to a jam. I know we're going to talk quick. We're going to come back. I know we're very busy on this end, but let's get some of the jam going. Let's get a little Alibi. That is one of my favorites.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's
right
a great
back.
song. Thank you.
Thank you.
Walking down the street, it's way past midnight. One bourbon too many, unaware of the change in the beat. You are my alibi. Had nothing to do with what I saw. Could not believe my eyes. The nerve of some people thinking they're above the law. You are my alibi. You are my alibi. Why are they looking at me? I gotta get home. There's no time for hesitation. You are my alibi. My alibi. I can't fix this wrong. No way making it right.